Hi guys, it's Jenna over at the Long Island Alzheimer's and Dementia Center. I work in respite, and I'm just going to give some time for people to come in while we get situated before we start. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everybody's safe out there, and, let's see. I'm thinking of a few things to do today. There's a lot of options. I'm going to do the book again today because there were so many options last time and I didn't get to all of them. So there are 399 games in here. Puzzles, trivia challenges, and all of that other fun stuff. Oh no, I lost the page I was on. Alright, let's see. Which one should we do? Alright, I think today we're going to keep it, my plant, hi Dana, my plants are doing well, actually. I have I should know how many plants I have, because 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 plants, and I'm trying to grow these cactus here, but it's not working very well. It is not working very well. But thank you for asking. I'm sure they appreciate it as well. Let's see. Oh no, I lost my page. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, we'll start off with doing this and see how long this lasts us. If we have more time, we could do more fun activities. So, we're going to start off with animals. The theme will be animals today, and we're going to do, can we just do a list of in the alphabet of animals? We'll go from A to Z, and we'll start off with A. We'll go right from A straight to Z. Can we name animals that start with an A? So just throw out whatever animal you can think of that starts with the letter A. And again, if you're not watching live, just pause it, think of all of the letters the animals that start with the letter A that you can think of, and then press play again. Also, I don't know, the comments are kind of lagging, so if I don't see your response, just keep going, keep responding, and I will see them afterwards, and the people that are viewing not live will see it as well. So keep the participation going. It's been going really well, and yeah, so can we think of any animals that start with A? I will give some hints also, this one animal that I'm particularly thinking of that starts with an A is mostly seen in Florida. There are a lot of them in Florida. They're kind of like a reptile, almost like a dinosaur-like creature that starts with an A. And, yeah, that's one of them. Anteater, that's a good one. I wasn't even that. Anteater, that is a good one. Anteater, I'm going to write that down so I have it for future purposes. Anteater. Nice, Dana. Thank you. That was good. What's the animal that starts with an A in Florida? A lot of them. You see a lot of them there. They have very sharp teeth. And they're really short. And they go in water. They go in swamps mostly. You don't want to be caught with one of these near you. It's not going to be good. The Australian Zoo has a lot of these too. They're known there in Australia at that zoo. But I'm thinking alligator. An alligator. So we have alligator. We have an anteater. Can we think of any more? Again, if you're not watching live, just pause it and think of all of the animals that you can think of that starts with an A, and then press play. So we'll move on to B. Are there any? Oh no. Are there any animals that start with a B that you can think of? Australian Shepherd. Is that what they're called? Interesting. Oh no, that is a specific type. Okay, no, I got that. It's a very specific type of shepherd. I'm gonna write that down. I'm over here thinking that that's the type of alligator. I'm like, that's what they call it in Australia? They call it an alligator, an Australian shepherd? Very interesting facts, but that is not the case. With B, I'll start off with badger. Badger is a animal that starts with a B. Can we think of any other animals that start with a B? This one I'm thinking of is a type of monkey, and it starts with a B. Lives in the wild, which is most of them do. Most animals do live in the wild. And let me go to my computer too to see if there are comments that I'm just missing. Because my phone is... I still don't have the technology down. Buffalo, that's a good one. Buffalo and bison. Buffalo and bison. Nice. Buffalo, bison, badger. Let's see. How about a baboon? A baboon? A baboon? Am I saying it correctly? Definitely not. But you have the idea. You get the idea. So again, if you're not watching live, just pause it and think of all of the animals that you can start that starts with the letter B, and then press play, and we can play together just at different times. We're going to go to C now. We're just going to go right to C. Can we think of any C words? The one I'm specifically thinking of, they're black and they're white. They produce milk and a lot of things, actually. A lot of things, but I won't. I'll wait a little bit and then I'll add some more details in there. But they have a very, very cruel game that some people play, and they push this animal over because they can't stand back up again. It's a very, very bad game. I'm laughing because it's an uncomfortable game that I probably shouldn't be saying. But you know what? A lot of people do know of this. So, it is an animal. It's relatively large. It's large. Makes milk and chocolate milk, but the chocolate milk is made after. There aren't cows that make chocolate milk, which I used to believe when I was a child. I used to think there were some animals that produce chocolate milk. But no, that's man-made. Man-made, my friends. But I'm thinking of cow. Cow is the animal I'm thinking of that starts with a C. Can we think of any other C's? How about on Wednesdays? On Wednesdays, they call this hump day. What animal is that on hump day? There was a commercial that they were like, Mike, 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 which needs to come back now that we're all in quarantine. That commercial needs to be relevant again, I say. What day on hump day on Wednesday? What animal is that? They store a lot of water. They call it hump day because Wednesday is the middle of the week, and this animal stores water in their back, and it produces humps on their backs because they could last days, possibly longer. Don't quote me on that. With water. I didn't do enough research about this animal to give the actual information, but But, can we think of any animals that start with the letter C? Any critters? But, boom. I'm thinking of camel. We have camel, starts with a C, camel, cow. How about there's another one? There's a bird. It's a bird. It's usually black, and it signifies usually like darkness and Halloween, and it's eerie. It's not the it doesn't have the best reputation by us humans. We judge this bird. What is another animal that starts with a C? And that's a bird. Has 4 letters. It makes a very distinct sound that I cannot produce myself to give another hint. If I could, I would. That would be very interesting, fun skill to have, I must say. To be able to make that kind of sound. I'm thinking of a crow. A crow starts with a C. It has a very bad reputation on that it gets a bad rap, just like black cats that walk, it's not supposed to walk in the middle of the street in front of our cars because it's supposed to give us bad luck. Poor kitties. All kitties are equal. Let's think of, now then, we're going to go to D now. Let's think of animals that start with the letter D. And the first one, I feel like, is relatively easy because we are surrounded by this animal a lot. We see it's a house pet. Some people have multiple of them in their homes to keep each other company. It's considered a man's best friend, and we take them for walks, and especially now, a lot of people are outside, and definitely today in this beautiful weather, we see a lot of people with their leashes. And what animal that starts with a D? They bark. There's a lot of barks for this animal, and they're probably wondering why we're home with them so often. Can we think of the animal that starts with a D? Or any other animals that you could think of that starts with a D. But the one that I'm thinking of is dog. Dog starts with a D, and they're a man's best friend. But I must say that they could be also a woman's best friend. So let's not just narrow it down to only men. And let's think of another animal that starts with a D. This one is one of my favorites. I never met this animal that starts with a D, but I always find these animals adorable in such a quirky way. Dalmatian, that's nice. Those are beautiful. They're very large, very beautiful. And 101 Dalmatians was always one of my favorite growing up. Dalmatian, dog, perfect. So this, I'm thinking of, I can't think of a hint for this animal that starts with a D. It's in Shrek. I can't think of any other type of clue. Oh, okay. So in birthday parties, they have a poster on the wall that we blindfold ourselves and we walk and we try to put a tail on this animal. Pin the tail on so starts with a D. I'm over here not thinking that there's any clues. That was a clue. And also any other animals that start with a D that you can think of, just write below in the comments. And again, if I can't see those at this moment, they're still going to show up after, so just keep putting them. Donkey. Yes, pin the tail on the donkey. Donkey. Donkeys are very interesting. They're just so cute, and I want to meet a donkey so bad. Can we think of any other animals that start with D? We're just gonna go to E now. Time is just flying, guys. We are already in, so maybe we will continue on Thursday with these letters. And but right now, let's go back to E. What animals start with E? This one might be a little more difficult. I can't really think of any on the top of my head right now, besides the few answers that I'm given here. So does anybody know of any animals that start with an E? Oh, I'm over here like I can't think of any. Thank you, Dana. Those are great. Eagle, elk, elephant, emu? Don't know if I'm saying that right in the slightest. Emu? Is it? What animal is that? I'm gonna Google this. Emu? Emu? E-M-U. What animal? Learning something new every day. Learning something new every day. Ah. Okay. All right. It's like a type of bird. An Australian bird. It's the second largest living bird. That is cool. That is pretty awesome. I don't know how they can manage their weight distribution. It looks very awkward. Their legs are very far back and they have a lot of, I guess their back is heavy. I guess it's like, all right. But it's still a very interesting bird. Thank you, Dana. Thank you so much. Those were good. I'm over here. Elephant was a good one, too. How about F? Do you think of anything that starts with an F? We can be pretty generic too. We don't have to be as specific. So, these critters are in the water, and we don't have to be too specific about this type of creature. It doesn't necessarily need our types of oxygen, but it breathes through the oxygen in the water. So, can we think of an animal that starts with an F, or a creature that starts with an F that's in the water, or any other that start with an F? Those are always welcome. Ferret. Ferret's a good one too. Yes, ferret. Fish. Fish is the one that I'm thinking of. They're in the water. People have them as pets. It's nice. Fish, you eat them. I actually just tried fish for the first time a few weeks ago, and I have been dreaming about it ever since. Fox. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Foxes are beautiful. I've always been biased towards any animal or species or anything that has red hair, because growing up there was not many of us. So fox is definitely one of my favorites. Falcon, yes. And ferret, yes. And it does, yes, fish they breathe with gills. Yes. Thank you, everybody. Does anybody know any other animals that start with an F? Firefly. I don't know if that's really necessarily an animal, but fireflies are really beautiful. When I was a kid, I used to catch them before I knew how bad it was for them to be in a jar for the rest of their lives, and I feel very guilty to this day that I did that. But it's very beautiful. They glow in the dark. Summertime hits, they're there. They're very nice. They're very pretty, beautiful. They flicker. It's very nice. Can we think of any animals that start with the letter G? And we could be specific on this one too, because, one of them is a type of bear that starts with a G. They're big bears. You don't want to be caught in one of these, near these bears. These aren't the friendly bears. Nope. Also, the answer sheet I kind of ripped, so I'm going to have to get a lot of tape after all this is over, because I'm not going to go to the store just to get tape, but I will make sure not to lose this. So again, any animals that start with G? A gopher. A gopher is an adorable name. A gerbil. Oh my gosh, that is so cute too. A gerbil. A giraffe. Giraffes are very interesting creatures. They mark their territory by slamming their necks around, and they just whip their necks. They are very adorable yet violent animals, but and they eat plants. That's why their necks are so long, and they eat the trees. The trees are like grass to them, which is so fascinating. That's why they're so tall. Goat, that's a good one. And then grizzly bear, yes. A fawn, a flamingo. That is cool. That is one of the coolest. Ooh, cool. My cat's barging in right now, but she meows a lot, so I'm gonna keep her outside for now. A flamingo, those are really cute too. I always like the little floats in the pool that are like the flamingos. Those are really cool. A frog, yes, a frog. Those are also interesting. There's different types of frogs, and they all look so different. And every time I see one, I get so excited. And they jump and they go so fast. A flounder, yes, a type of fish. A flounder fish, love it. Thank you, Lauren. Let's see. If we could think of any more F's, that would be amazing. Let's see. A finch. A finch is also one, which I'm not too familiar with. I don't even really know what a finch is. So, if you know what a finch is and you want to shout that out also, that's also another exercise. It's cool to jog your memory in that way. Oh, I'm going back with F's. We're on G's. That's my fault there. My fault. Got a little excited with the flamingo and the frog. That got me going. So we'll just go straight to H. We're gonna go to H now. Can we think of any animal that starts with an H? This one that I'm thinking of is from The Lion King. And these ones were like the bad guys in The Lion King. You didn't want to go near them. They weren't good. They were with Scar and all of those the bad guys, and you couldn't go down to that one spot. Simba was very clear on that. Very clear on that. Again, I'm about to just say it. But hyenas, they also have a bad rap, like black cats, hyenas, and what was I saying before? And crows, they all have such a bad rap. Finches are small birds. Thank you, Rich. Thank you. That's interesting. I'll have to look that up because I love birds. They're so cute. They're so cute. And they're so free to fly. Can we think of any other animals that start with an H? This one is usually it could be like a house pet for usually children. Yes, hyenas are in the Pride Lands. Yes. A hippogriff. Oh, that's a good one. A hippogriff. Nice. Nice. And yes. Oh my goodness. Those are big creatures. So this animal that starts with an H that I'm thinking of, is usually like a house pet for like, I remember like for like children a lot of times. It's not always for children, but a lot of times it is for children. They're like little, like mice almost. They're little, they look like mice. But and they go in a little ball, like a ball, and they move around in a ball. They're really cute. Can we think of another animal that starts with an H? That it has a wheel too. It has a little wheel that they go on. Get some exercise. I kind of need one right now in this quarantine situation. I want a wheel for myself because that would be a cool investment. I'm thinking of hamster. You have a hamster wheel. Erwin says, hi, Erwin. Erwin says hamster. Yes, Erwin. Oh my gosh. I miss you so much. Oh my gosh. I hope you're doing well, Erwin. I'm so glad that you're here live with us. Yes. Oh my goodness. I've been listening to a lot of Neil Diamond, Erwin. You got me hooked. You got me hooked on him. I was missing out before. We'll do one more. We'll do one or two more right now. And then we'll just continue this on Thursday. Let's go to I. Can we think of any animals that start with I? I'm going to actually look this up myself because I don't know. Okay, so one of them is, okay. It is a worm, type of worm, and it starts with an I. They're like little worms. What are they called? They kind of look like they have a Band-Aid on them. And they're pink and they're squirmy. They're in the ground. It's a type of worm. Inchworm. Inchworm. Inchworm starts with an I. Can we think of any other animal or creature or underground? Any creatures, anything that starts with an I. Iguana. Iguana's another one that starts with an I. I saw a lot of them when I went down to Florida. There are a lot of them, and they're big. They're just chilling there, like randomly. They're coexisting with us. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's do the last one for today. Time just kind of flew. Today. My hair is going crazy. I took a shower before and my hair is drying naturally as we speak. So, it's like watching grass grow, I guess. Let's see. The next animal that we're going to think of that starts with the letter J. As our last one for today, can we think of any animals that start with the letter J? One of them is one of the fastest animals we have. They're out there. They're running really fast. It's like they kind of look like a giant type cat almost. They have spots on them. They're very fast. Does anybody know? Or have any other animals that start with the letter J? Jaguar! Jaguar, yes, yes, yes. Jaguar is definitely one of the I'm thinking of. Do we have any other animals that start with the J that we're thinking of? And again, if you're not watching live, just pause it and think of as many as you can, and then press play again. I'm gonna look up this because I can't think of any more. What is that? I don't even know if I want to try to pronounce it because I don't know. But a gerboa? It's a relative to the gerbil. That's very interesting. A gerboa? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm totally winging it there. I've never heard of that. But that is an animal that starts with a J. A Jerboa. A jerboa. Jerboa? Am I saying it right? Jerboa? A jaguar. A jellyfish. Jellyfish is a really good one. They look really cute and but it's so interesting how jellyfish work, how the electric just goes through them like that and how they're able to sting people. It's just fascinating. It's almost like it's unlike any other thing that we have, any other type of animal that we have. They're very fascinating. And I would definitely love to learn more about them, and they're just so squishy and just so interesting. I definitely don't want to be in the crosshairs of a jellyfish, but they are very interesting creatures. A jackrabbit. Yes, thank you, Lauren. Thank you. And a jerboa. Okay. Interesting. Can we think of any other animals that start with a J? But a jellyfish, that was a good one. That was not on my radar or Google's radar. That was good. But, if you could think of any more J's, that's also awesome. That will be it for today. But on Thursday, we will start off where we left off, and we'll start with K. I'm excited for that one. Because kittens start with a K, so I'm definitely going to reuse that one on Thursday, kitten. So I hope everyone had fun doing this and can think of any other animals that start with the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, or J. And if you're not watching live, just comment, and I will also discuss those ones again on Thursday, the ones that you commented when they weren't live, just to fresh our brains a little bit. So, thank you everybody for participating, and everybody stay safe out there, and it's so great to connect with you guys somehow. So, hope to see you on Thursday. So, have a good day, guys.